Hello everyone, and welcome to another What's New Wednesday for Canva, May 2024. For anyone who's new, my name is Katie, and I'm a design educator coming to you from Austin, Texas. And today we're going to go over some new features and some features that maybe aren't so new, but always requested here at Canva. Let me know in the comments what you've been using Canva for lately. And how comfortable are you with the tool on a scale of 1 to 5? Yeah, so for instance, hi, I'm Katie, and I've been using Canva websites a lot lately for training my team on new features. So this is what we're going to go over today, but first up top, let's do a little bit of house cleaning. Number one, yes, this session will be recorded. So if you can't stick around the entire time, don't sweat it. We'll be sending out a link so you can rewatch on our YouTube playlist whenever you like. Number two, there is a handbook that goes along with this session. So don't miss that link. Our moderators will drop it in the chat, but there's also a section on the website where you can go grab that. And if you are rewatching this later on the YouTube channel, the link to the handbook is in the description. So make sure you grab that. Okay, with all that being said, new features, what are y'all most excited about? Let's get into them. So first up, we have a docs to domains. Quick question, has anyone used a Canva website yet? This is kind of a new feature, so in case you've missed it, Canva websites are a great way to create a landing page to share with your team, your friends, invite people to an event. I've seen a lot of social media managers using Canva websites for their link in bio on LinkedIn and TikTok. Lots of really, really cool stuff you can do with the Canva websites. And now we've made this experience even more user-friendly by pushing forward docs to domains. Change the way you communicate by publishing Canva docs as a website. Bring your docs to life by choosing a free Canva domain or purchase a custom domain or use one that you already have. Perfect for when you want to quickly share important information or get stakeholder feedback on a project without asking them to log into anything. So while this feature is for everyone, free users can publish up to 5 websites, whereas pro users have no limits. So let's see it in action. So here we have a doc that I've created. Let's say my pretend brand Nourish, which is a wellness brand, is doing an offsite. The entire sales team is going to Los Angeles to meet one of our clients in person, and I have created an itinerary here. I have embedded some videos. Hi everybody, I just wanted to go over the itinerary with everybody real quick with the flight information. I've embedded a Google map so that everyone knows where it is, where the hotel is. I've put in a checklist and created a section where it's like, this is who you need to contact for what. Okay, so we could just share out a link to this with everybody on the team that's going, but sometimes when you're on the move, it might be easier for you to just access a website, to bookmark a website. So let's publish this as a website. I'm gonna go up to share, and website is right there. If you don't see website immediately right there, go to more, and you'll see the other options. But here's website. I want to use a custom domain. So I don't want to let it just generate the website for me. I want to make it my own. So free domain, purchase a new domain, use an existing one. For this, since it's not going to be something that's permanent, I'm fine with just the free domain. And so let's see. I'm going to call it Nourish LAX itinerary. And then I can put in page description if I want to. What you need to know for the offsite. And publish. It's that easy. It only takes a few seconds to publish your doc as a website, and now you have a great landing page. I can think of so many great ways to use this. A colleague of mine actually published a website from a Canva doc for her parents who were flying into an airport that they had never been to before. And she created a really great website to show them how to get around and where she'd be picking them up at. So let's have a look at this website. Sales team offsite. There's my baked in videos. As for getting into your hotel, you can check into there's the information. And here's the marketing deck that we wanted to look at. Everything in one place. And if you need to make changes, you can just go back to your doc, edit the design, make whatever changes you need to, and then you just republish your website. And you can republish as many times as you need to make sure everything stays accurate in real time. So that is docs to domains. Let me know in the chat if you are already thinking of fun, creative ways that you're going to use this. I know you will. You guys are just some of the most creative people in the world. I can't wait to see what you design. Do you and your team collaborate together? And are you using whiteboards yet? And if not, what are you waiting for? Whiteboards make collaboration easy, seamless, and fun. And we've actually got some really cool updates. So let's talk about it. Canva whiteboards give you an infinite amount of space to collaborate. Brainstorm, run strategy sessions, plan out a project, plan out a party. It's never been easier or more fun to work together than in Canva whiteboards. And now we're bringing that to more types of content so you can work with your team on all kinds of things, like social media posts. So let's say you're working on a post and you're kind of stuck. And instead of going back and forth with your team, just expand that design to a whiteboard and start collaborating. Okay, you know what? Instead of talking about it, let me just show you what I mean. All right, so here we are in a design. Again, I'm working with this pretend brand Nourish, and we are making a social media post to tell everybody about a brand new merch store that we're opening, and we're deciding what merchandise we want to feature. So I'm stuck. I've got it designed as much as I can, but now I need to talk to my team. What do we want to feature? So we're going to expand this out to a whiteboard. So what I'm going to do first is actually copy this design. So I'm going to hit those 3 dots. I'm going to duplicate this page. And so then I'm going to hit these 3 dots again, and I'm going to expand to whiteboard. And now I have so much space to work on it. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is actually make a copy of the design within the whiteboard. So I'm hitting Command C on my keyboard and Command V to paste. Let's do a couple of those. So now I can play around with the colors too, and I can see them all right next to each other. Maybe I want to put this one in that color. Maybe I want this one to be black, and just kind of start playing around with the design. But what do I want to brainstorm on? Well, first I'm going to make a header over here, a zoom in, that says, what merch do we want to feature? That's going to be a really important question to answer. What merch do we want to feature? Okay, and then maybe over here, what images do we want to use? And then I can start pulling in images. In my brand kit, I've got images right here. So do we want to use this image? What about this one? Maybe this, and so on and so on. So the team can start voting on them. So here's what I've created. And there you can see I already have another team member in here. and we can start collaborating together. So, maybe I want to put thumbs up. Put a thumbs up on this image. I think that image definitely needs to be used. And maybe I want to make a note. You can see here there's already a note from my colleague that says this color is hard to see. And I can put in my own notes there, and you can start collaborating and brainstorming and growing your ideas. All right, so here's a whiteboard that me and my team have been working in. We can see all the notes. So here are a bunch of notes. Should we create a carousel on Instagram instead of just one design? I love option 3, and I love the idea of a carousel. See, we've all kind of put in our information, our thoughts, brainstorming, made notes of which product features we like, which ones we don't, said which merch we want to advertise, which one we don't. Tote bags are out. Cool. So now I have a much better idea of the team's vision for this post. Now I can go look at all of those sticky notes and start taking in all their information. Well, these are a little unorganized, and that can be a little bit overwhelming. So what I'm going to do is use AI to help me filter out the different ideas. So I'm going to highlight them all and go to sort. So you can sort by color, by name, or by topic. By topic is the new one, and I love that. So I'm going to ask AI to analyze those sticky notes and organize them by topic. And here we go. Let's see what topics they chose. Okay, product availability. Okay, product availability. The candle with the brand logo isn't available yet. Very good. Accessibility. Option 2 hurts my eyes. Option 2 would not pass the accessibility test. Social media strategy. Should we create a carousel on Instagram? I think that is really, really cool and is going to really help you organize your ideas in the whiteboards. So those are the updates to whiteboards, and I hope this demonstration has made you excited to go try this out with your team. And now, last but certainly not least, we are going to talk about video content. Video content is huge right now across all platforms. This is probably not news to you if you are creating content, have a content strategy. Video is huge. And as a design educator here at Canva, I get asked a lot about how people can better understand how to make video content without taking the entire day to make one video. I get it. Video editing and creation can be really daunting. So today we are going to go over how you can transform your still static images into video in minutes, not hours. How does that sound? So it doesn't have to be that daunting. So enough talking about it. Let's get into the editor. Okay, so here is that post that we made in the last section whenever we were brainstorming. And we've made several different designs, one for each product that we're featuring, and then one to advertise our new merch store. And so now all we need to do is add some animation, and this will be a video. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go up to resize and magic switch. And I'm going to search Instagram video, Instagram post video. And now we just copy and resize, and it just takes a second. And now it's a video. The difference is, see this now, each page is 5 seconds. You have a play button. It's just, you have more controls. Whereas in this, you don't have the play button. It's just going to give you, it's just a step that's going to give you more options for editing. If you're not a paid user, if you're a free subscriber, then you won't have resize, but you could always just copy paste onto a blank design. But I use resize multiple times a day. I love resize and magic switch. Okay, so now each page of your video is 5 seconds long. I'm actually gonna go up to this timer and make them 3.5 seconds and apply to all pages. And so now we have a 21-second video. It's not the most engaging video, but it is a video. So let's add some movement to it. So I'm going to click on animate, and I'm going to let AI help me with this one and go to magic animate. And it's going to suggest some animations that AI thinks goes with the design. So it suggested handmade. I didn't really love that. Let's look at bold. Ooh, I like that one. Ooh, I really like that one. So let's add elegant animation, and now it's going to be, let's see what this looks like now. That is just more engaging. It's going to catch your eye better. Now you could leave it at that, but I'm going to show y'all a couple of ways to really, really elevate this design. And again, this is only going to take you a couple of minutes, not hours. So first of all, I want to use the transition match and move. Match and move is my favorite transition. If you've been to any of these sessions where I've done video editing for you before, you might already know that. I use it in all of my designs. So you hover between the two slides, and there are your transitions. And what match and move does is if two pages have a matching element, it will make that element move along with the transition from one slide to the next. You're probably like, well, what does that even mean? Let me show you. So you see on this page, the woman with the yoga mat is the same image as the woman with the yoga mat here. So we'll apply match and move. And how cool does that look? And then from here, we also want to add in some audio. So you can go to the audio library. If you don't see audio on your side panel, you might find it under apps, and then you can just search audio right here. And feel free to use any of the music in here, even if you're making an ad, using it for commercial purposes. Just about anything in our audio library when you're a pro user is completely available to you. So you might search upbeat pop, and then you can listen and scroll through and find something that's right for you. Let's say we liked that one, and you can just pull it in, turn the volume up, turn the volume down, fade in, fade out, however you want to do that. And now let's say you want to do a voiceover. Now you could either upload audio as an MP3 and add it in, but if you don't have a mic or you're just not available to do that right then, we've got you covered. We're going to go back to the App Store, and we are going to search for voiceover. And that is an app right here that uses AI voices to say whatever you need. There are limits. You can only use it about a handful of times a month, but you can always, if you really, really like this feature, create an account where you can use it indefinitely, and then you can just sync it with your Canva. But let's see. I think I want to use a female voice. Calm. So that's Rachel. We'll just say Nourish has a new merch store. And then you can put the styles, conversational, dictation, I like conversation. So let's generate that.
Nourish has a new merch store.
Okay. And then you can just move that along, and so on and so on. So next up, let's say you've made your video, you really love it, but now you want to share it on Instagram Reels or TikTok or YouTube Stories Shorts, YouTube Shorts, we can just resize it. So I'm going to go back to resize and magic switch again. And let it do all the work for you. Now you will need to resize things, make a couple of tweaks because they are different sizes, but you're not starting from scratch. So this is a video that I was able to put together in about 10 minutes instead of starting from scratch and it taking me all day. Let's see what it looks like.
Did you know that Nourish Now has an online store? Check out these deals and more. Follow us on Instagram for more details.
Okay, I think that turned out pretty great. Let me know what you think and let me know how you can use this in your own work. So that is it from me today, but I want to make sure everybody knows about some of the really cool resources that Canva has available. For instance, if you found this event helpful, we have so many webinars and events all listed on our events page. So make sure to check that out and make sure to check out these resources as well. We have a really robust YouTube page with lots of explainer videos. We have great help articles where you can learn just about anything at your own pace. Speaking of which, we have Design School. Design School is a group of self-paced modules where you can learn anything from video editing to social media to docs and presentations at your own pace. So definitely check that out. And then we have a full library of previous events, which you can go back and watch whenever you need. So that is it from me today. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll catch you next time.